90% of what you think you know about squirting is completely wrong. And I don't mean a little wrong, I mean porn-level wrong, myth-level wrong. Today I'm going to break down what squirting actually is, from a science perspective, not a porn perspective, whether every woman can actually do it, or if some bodies are just built differently, whether it genuinely feels more intense, or if it's honestly just a bigger mess. And if you want to try this with a partner, I'll give you the exact step-by-step technique that actually works. But here's the thing. I'm going to save the most important part for the very end of this video. And if you skip to it without watching the rest, it won't make sense, so stay with me. Let's go. Open a curiosity loop with a surprising twist. There are actually two different things, not one. Close the loop by explaining both. Then immediately open the next loop before moving on. Okay, first things first. What is squirting? Most people think they know. They've seen it. They have a picture in their head. But here's something almost nobody talks about. Squirting is actually two completely different things that get mixed together under one word. The first is true female ejaculation. This is a small amount of fluid. It comes from glands near the urethra called Skene's glands, sometimes called the female prostate. The fluid is milky, it is not urine, and it happens as a natural response to intense G-spot stimulation. This is the real deal. This is what sex researchers consider true female ejaculation. The second is the big gush, the one you've seen in videos. And here's where it gets complicated. A 2024 study published in Sexual Medicine, one of the most comprehensive studies done on this topic, confirms that this larger release of fluid comes primarily from the bladder, and it does contain urine mixed with other fluids. Now, I know that's not the sexiest thing to hear, but here's why it matters. Most people, including most women, don't know the difference. And if you don't know what you're actually dealing with, you can't understand what your body is doing or what your partner's body is doing. So knowing this, that's actually a game changer. Say out loud or add as on-screen text. Did you know these were two different things? Drop a yes or no in the comments. I read every single one. Okay, so now you know what it is, but the question most people really want answered is, can every woman actually do this? The answer might surprise you. That's next. Use real science to answer the question. Bust the myth that it's a skill issue. Relieve pressure for both partners. Open the next loop before finishing. This is the question I get asked more than any other. Can every woman squirt? Or is it something only certain women can do? Here's the most honest answer science can give us right now. We don't fully know, but the data is fascinating. A 2024 study out of Karolinska Institute in Sweden, one of the top medical research universities in the world, surveyed 1,568 women between the ages of 18 and 69. Here's what they found. 58% of women had experienced squirting or female ejaculation at least once in their life, but only 7% said it happens consistently, meaning almost every time. And here's the part that almost no one talks about. Among women who had never squirted, only 1 in 3 even wanted it to happen. Let that sink in for a second. Most women who haven't squirted don't actually care that it hasn't happened. So if you've been treating this like a goal, like a badge of honor, like proof that you're good in bed, you've already missed the point. Now here's the biology piece. Some women have more developed Skene's glands than others. This isn't something you can train. It's not a technique problem, it's anatomy. Just like some people are double-jointed and others aren't. Just like some people can roll their tongue and others can't. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean she's broken. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means bodies are different. Do you think this is talked about enough? Most people think it's a skill thing, not a biology thing. Let me know what you think below. Okay, so not every woman does it. But here's what nobody explains. When it does happen, does it actually feel better? Or is that just what we've been told? I've got the answer, and it's not what you'd expect. Bust the myth that squirting equals best orgasm. Add nuance. This is where you become trustworthy, because you're giving an honest answer instead of just hype. Okay, here's the question everyone actually wants answered. Does squirting feel better? Is this the ultimate orgasm? Should every couple be chasing this experience? And the honest answer is, it depends completely on the woman. The 2024 qualitative study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, which interviewed women who regularly squirt, found 3 very different camps. Camp 1. Some women describe a squirting orgasm as the most intense, full-body release they've ever experienced. They say it's like every muscle in their body lets go at once. Deep, overwhelming, incredible. Camp 2. Other women say it feels about the same as a regular orgasm. Same intensity, just wetter. Camp 3. And this one shocks most people. Some women squirt without orgasming at all. The fluid releases, the physical response happens. But the big finish? Isn't there. It's just a body response with no climax attached. So here's what that means for you. Squirting does not automatically mean you just gave her the best orgasm of her life. She might be lying there having the most amazing experience, and you'd never know because nothing visible happened. Or something visible happened, and she felt fine. The only way to know what she actually experienced is to ask her, talk to her, pay attention to her. Has anyone ever assumed the wrong thing based on a reaction? Or lack of one? I'd love to hear your experience below. Everything here is a safe space. All right, I know you've been waiting for this part. The actual technique. How do you make this happen? And more importantly, what do you do before the technique that almost everyone gets completely wrong? Stay with me. This is the meat of the video. Deliver real, detailed, step-by-step value. Split into 2 halves: setup, psychological, and stimulation, physical. Most creators only do the physical. Doing both is what makes this video stand out. Okay, here's the technique. But I need to split this into 2 parts because most people skip the first part and then wonder why nothing's working. Part A. The setup. The part everyone skips. Before anything physical happens, the mental and emotional environment has to be completely right. Here's why. The sensation that happens right before squirting feels like needing to urinate. And for most women, that feeling triggers one response: clench and hold back. Because she's embarrassed. Because she doesn't want to make a mess. Because she's worried about what you'll think. So if you haven't handled that, the technique will fail every time. Step 1. Put down a towel. I know it's not romantic, but do it. And tell her you did it. Say, I put something down, don't worry about anything. That one sentence removes a massive mental block. Step 2. Give her verbal permission to let go. Actually say the words. Something like, whatever your body does is perfect. Don't hold anything back. This sounds simple. It's not. Many women have never been told this. It changes everything. Step 3. Do not announce you're trying to make her squirt. The second you make it a goal, it's over. You've created performance pressure. Pressure kills arousal. Just focus on making her feel amazing. Let whatever happens, happen. Step 4. Spend 15 to 20 minutes on foreplay first. Not 5 minutes, not 10. 15 to 20. Kissing, touching, oral. Whatever genuinely turns her on. The more aroused she is going in, the more responsive her body will be to everything that follows. Part B. The stimulation. Now, the physical technique. Use your index and middle finger, palm facing up toward her belly button. Go in about 2 to 3 inches. On the front wall, the side closest to her stomach, you'll feel a slightly different texture, a little firmer, slightly ridged, compared to the smooth tissue around it. That's the G-spot. Now make a slow come hither motion, curling your fingers toward you, toward her belly button. Like you're beckoning someone to come closer. Start slow. Start gentle. Build rhythm. Here's the upgrade most people don't know. With your other hand, press gently on her lower abdomen, right above her pelvic bone. You're now creating pressure from 2 directions at once, inside with your fingers, outside with your hand. This significantly intensifies the G-spot sensation. As she becomes more aroused, you can gradually increase speed and pressure. Watch her body. Listen to her breathing. She'll tell you what's working, either with words or with her body language. When she says it feels like she needs to pee, that's the green light. That's the sensation right before squirting. When she says that, say, "That's exactly right. Breathe, let it happen." If she tenses up and holds back, it won't happen. Your job is to keep reassuring her, keep encouraging her to breathe and release. Adding clitoral stimulation at the same time, with your other hand or your mouth, can push some women over the edge. If you have the coordination and she responds well to it, add it in. Which part of this did you not know before watching this video? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what was most useful. But here's where most guys make the biggest mistake of the whole experience, right at the end. Even if the technique works perfectly. I'll explain in the next section. And it's honestly the most important thing I'll say in this entire video. Release the emotional pressure. Give the most important message. This is the part that makes people share the video. You did everything right. The setup, the technique, the communication, and nothing happened. Let me be very clear about what that means. It means nothing is wrong. Not with you, not with her, not with the relationship, not with the sex. The G-spot stimulation you just did, even without squirting, often produces some of the most powerful orgasms a woman can have. She may have just had an incredible experience. And if you're sitting there disappointed because nothing came out, you completely missed it. Don't be that person. And here's something that multiple researchers have pointed out. Squirting often happens most naturally when nobody is trying, when both people are completely present, completely relaxed, genuinely connected. No mission, no technique, no goal, just two people fully in the moment together. Sometimes the best thing you can do is forget everything I just told you. Land the core message. Give the emotional payoff you promised at the start. Then deliver the subscribe, like, comment, and share CTAs in a way that feels natural, not forced. So here's the thing I promised at the beginning, the most important thing. The men who are actually great in bed are not chasing physical responses. They're not measuring success by what comes out of someone's body. They're focused on making their partner feel seen, desired, safe, heard. That's what creates genuine intimacy. That's what makes someone want to come back. That's what makes sex actually good. Not a technique, not a result, not a milestone. Learn this. Add it to what you know. Explore it together if she's curious and comfortable. But never make it a performance. Never make her feel like her body failed a test. And never make it about your ego. The best sexual experiences of your life won't come from mastering a technique. They'll come from mastering presence. If this video gave you something real, something you're going to actually use, hit like. It helps more people find content like this instead of misinformation. Drop a comment. What was the biggest thing you learned today? I respond to as many as I can. Subscribe. I release science-backed, honest content about relationships, intimacy, and attraction every single week. No fluff, no hype. Share this. Honestly, most people, both men and women, need to see this. Send it to someone who'd benefit. What topic do you want me to cover next? I read every comment and the most requested topic becomes my next video. So tell me, what do you need to know?